Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for December 26th through January 1st. Hope you're amazing. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Be safe. So, we are going to go into your general energy and then a focus on love and your material existence, which is usually money, career, abundance, things like that. Okay. So, let's see what we have for you, Libra. We have bully. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront your inner fears that bully you. Mm. And we have the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. This is a week to focus on what it is you're trying to actually make happen. Okay. So I feel like you have been trying to make several things happen, relationship, career moves, goals of yours. It could be multiple areas I'm feeling or one specific for you. Um, the thing is, you've been trying to, and I use the word manipulate, I feel like for you, and it's not necessarily bad. Okay. I just feel like you've been trying to get things to go in the way that you want it to by kind of like nudging others or nudging a situation to go your way. And it hasn't really been working out, I feel like, for your benefit to do it that way. You haven't been hitting the mark, which is what the card says. So I feel like there is a need to close out that area and kind of start going with the flow. I feel like you're getting a new perspective. You're going to eventually, for sure, about going with the flow of things instead of trying to create them because you haven't been doing such a good job doing that. It's not your fault, it's just it's time for a different way. So we have the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Cups also in reverse, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah. Your way of thinking and your way of processing things and your way of acting needs a revamp this week. Okay. It's time to get a new perspective, a new vision, a new way of doing things. Because I feel like it's bringing things into your life that you don't want, or it's creating situations that you don't want, right? It's like you're using the thought process that you have now, the ideas that you have now are not creating the environment in the world that you wanted. And you're really starting to see that this week. It's really starting to make sense to you. So I feel like you're not avoiding the things that you need to avoid. It's like you have to address these issues or address any underlying fears or mindsets that you have that are contributing to this energy so you can change it, so you can walk away from it, and you don't have to keep going back into the same uh, emotional struggles. Okay, pretty deep, right? I'm gonna pull some cards on this actually. Knight of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Um, this is you pushing your agenda. So you're gonna have to step back from pushing your agenda and kind of, I feel like this is like listening to others and pay attention to kind of what's going on around you to adjust that idea that you have. Because you've definitely been trying to get your point across or push your objective, and it's not working into your favor. Okay. It's like you need to stop and reevaluate if you want to be successful and not go back into the same cycles that you've been going into. So that's definitely clarification on what I just said. Okay, so in love, we have healing family issues and the divine masculine. There's a relationship that you're trying to push to make happen, or a type of relationship that you're trying to push to make happen, and it's not actually the best situation for you. I feel like it's connected to family issues. For example, maybe you were raised in a single parent home and you have some shadow energy around needing to have the perfect family unit or something like that. I feel like there are underlying issues for different people in different situations, but what the overall energy is, Libra, is that those issues that you have, maybe that you don't discuss or that you're trying to like push through, need a second of evaluation, okay, to have a healthier, strong relationship. Page of Wands, Magician, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is important with this major arcana. So it definitely is your love life is probably your most uh the thing you're most focused on this week. Yeah, you've definitely been trying to make things happen. I feel like you feel as though you've been very focused, but the problem is it's kind of been out of control. It's getting to a point where it's out of control, and I feel like you're starting to feel that what you wanted to create, the energy that you had, the passion that you had, is actually putting you in an area that you don't want to be in. So it's time to reevaluate that. It's time to be open to new possibilities, new things, new situations, and new people. Um, be inspired by new things and new people. Okay, so this is also like not going back into old relationships. Okay. Um, Now keep in mind that you're the one that creates the situation that you're in, right? So you have that power. You have that power to kind of guide things and you into detriment or something positive. You have that power, and it's just time for you to realize the power that you do have, and to not be focused on just one point of view or one area. And what that, yeah, you got to see what that area is. I feel like there's some work to be done this week on why you're focused on one specific person or one specific love situation in order to feel whole, right? And I feel like it's based on some sort of material value, like money or status, something of that nature. Yeah, it's time to reevaluate your direction and go in a new direction. Yeah, it's like you're not using your powers for good in relationships. Okay. Um, you got to remember, it's like you need to evaluate what it is you truly want. And I feel like you want something real. But that's not what you've been getting. You've probably been attracting a lot of flighty people. Um, and you've been doing a lot of work in the relationship and not getting that energy back. But it's something about the way you're directing this. Like you're allowing it to happen in some way. So it's time for you to look into that this week. Okay? So we have presence of absence. In the hold what is absent in the present of your love. And sword, make the change. Yeah. It's time to cut out access things you don't need, okay, in your life. Um, I feel like your career has triggered this. Like you focusing more on your career, your growth moving forward, the legacy that you're leaving, the your career goals and your future has really triggered this. And um, even though you don't have something in front of you, like the love that you want or desire, or the job that you want and desire, doesn't mean that you should lose hope in it. Because when you hold on to that hope, it gives you something to drive for. It gives you that passion and inspiration that you need. It's like it gives you that spiritual kind of boost to do what it is you need to do. Okay? So make a change in your life to want something more for yourself, and then just go for it. The Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Three of Swords. I smile because I have a friend who was like, I always remember the Three of Swords in my readings, and it came out again. So that tells me that this is a part of like past energy that needs to be getting that got that needs to be getting rid of. Um, and that's because it's something that probably was glossed over and not fully healed. I'm going to say that. But the Wheel of Fortune um, tells me that there is a cycle here. And I feel like because it's in your spot, it is a cycle that you're starting to recognize about your life. You understand this cycle that you're in when it comes to your goals or your career or your money situation, and it's time for it to it's coming ahead, and it's in the reading because it's time for a change in that area, right? It's becoming a problem in your life with the Devil card. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles means you need to work with this. You're going to see some reoccurring things come back up so you can deal with them. Feelings, situations, people, so you can deal with them. They're creating blockages in your life, and it's time for you not to like gloss over it, but to actually like step up and deal with it, to dig into that mental space that you don't want to really get rid of those things, because it's time to separate from them. Yeah, it's been happening too much. It's been happening too much, and it's like that dead horse you just keep beating. It's like you need to do what you need to do, and that's it. There's nothing else to really say. But that's what's going on in your material world as far as that goes. So yeah, don't manipulate yourself into staying in the situation or make excuses. I feel like I keep saying this to you, Libra. Just make it happen, okay? So I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.